Ooh. Welcome back to Tigaritana. My name is Abby, and yes, I am back from Atlanta. For those who follow me on IG, and y'all know where I was, what I was doing. Um, so this is the first reading of Aquarius season, so we have a lot to talk about. It's also the blood moon, full moon in Leo, the eclipse, the lunar eclipse. It's a lot of things. It's, of course, if it's not extra, what, you know. It's also possibly why you guys are getting glow up Abby today, because I am a Leo rising. So anyway, so let's get started. So Leo season starting up really fiery, no? But I also like the fact that it's a lunar eclipse and not a solar eclipse. It's a really big deal, because a solar eclipse would be like, picture a like literally like J-Lo. Like, solar eclipse are like, okay, you're out here shining for a Leo. But then lunar eclipses for a Leo is like, I'm a little bit just chilling and doing what I want and just coming through when I want, but I'm just chilling and feeling myself out the whole day and just going with the flow. Like, that's what the lunar eclipse with Leo is. I literally have been, for the most of the day, been on Twitter scrolling and posting stuff. That's really what I've been doing for the most of the day, even though I have a lot of work to do. But that's just where my cat's like that Leo energy has been for a hot minute. This Leo moon is actually really powerful for me because it sits in my first house, and I know how to use it, but then I also have to, it has to be a balance of both. You can't just be out here glowing up, you know? It can't just be an absolute glow up. You also have to address certain things, especially because Leo rules the ego, as per the sun. So it's very much a reflective time, but it's, by the time that you come out of it, should be a right, but I'm still boss type of, you know, like the feeling yourself comes back into full circle somehow, some way, somehow. So yeah, so that's how personally I've been feeling. But I know a lot of people have been having a lot of downloads, dreams and stuff like that, of course. Lunar eclipse, of course, tapping into your subconscious, tapping into your unconscious mind, especially with the Pluto placements. But let's get into this week, because last week was actually really powerful. So what is blocking our root chakra this week? What's blocking our root chakra? Together now. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. All right, hold on. So hilariously, all of these cards came out in reverse. So I know that there's like, hold on, I gotta put these things together. I know there's like some stuff going on. I mean, I always do, but hey. So we have the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. And you already know this is about that damn love situation y'all don't want to let go of, but y'all know y'all need to. We already know, but we don't repeat ourselves this week, because y'all be making me do this. Anything else drop? No. Y'all be making me do this every week. Like, let it go. Like this. Yo, I've never watched Frozen, but like the fact that everybody sings that song must be for a reason. Anyway, how can we best heal our root chakra this week? How can we best heal? I swear, I'm getting attacked. Okay. First card out is the 4 of Wands in reverse. So you know you're not meant to be with this person, but you trying to force it so bad. Like, you trying to force it so. We're gonna talk about it. I can't. Okay. What is blocking our sacral chakra this week? What is blocking our sacral chakra this week? 8 of Wands. This is not actually good as like a blockage to the sacral space, because this is like, this is not having bomb sex. I'm just saying. Who's blocking our sacral space this week? Not that the sacral space is all about sex, but like the moon is in Leo. You know what I'm saying? It's a fuego is there for a reason. What's blocking our sacral space? What is blocking our sacral space this week? Ooh, okay. King of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Okay, so it's not more about the sex, but more about. We're gonna talk about it. Okay. How can we best heal our sacral space this week? How can we best heal our sacral space? Oh, I was laughing because the Three of Pentacles came out reversed, and then the King of Swords came out, and the first words that came to my head was, yeah, we're in, like, this card came out, I was like, yeah, we're in Aquarius season. People need to detach, like, right now. That, like, you know how in Capricorn season it was just like you needed to pull back and plan and then execute? Aquarius season be like detach to view, and that's exactly what this is. This is like not a social, like, we're not out here trying to be socializing, not this week anyway, even though yes, the moon is Leo, but like I said, the Leo moon is more about, it's a lunar moon, it's not a solar moon, so the way it applies to us is not directly in our shine, but more our internal emotional side, and that has to do with sorting ourselves out. So that's that. What is blocking our solar plexus? Oh, damn. Oh, okay. So we got the moon and the King of Wands. So y'all still not trusting your intuition? How many times we gotta talk about this? Oh my god. Y'all driving me crazy. Okay. How can we best heal our solar plexus this week? How can we best heal our solar plexus this week? Coño. Okay, hold on, wait, that was too many cards. Literally, like, half the deck was trying to tell the story, but that's way too many cards. Okay. So we're gonna shuffle for that one again. Cause that got crazy. Okay. We best heal our solar plexus this week, and they already started coming out. Of course, we got the King of Cups and the Magician coming out very strong. What is blocking our heart chakra this week? What is blocking our heart chakra this week? Okay, 10 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Because you guys are still trying to force this love situation. How can we best heal our heart chakra this week? How can we best heal our heart chakra this week? How can we best heal our heart chakra this week? First card out is Death, by the way. Okay. And heal her. And heal. Take one more card. Ooh. It was like, nah, 5. Okay, we got the Empress. And then we have the 7 of Wands, the World, and the Ace of Wands. So really, really good time to focus on this self-care and all this, not like anxiety. This is gonna be like one of the fastest readings I've ever done, because I already know I'm just gonna be like, we talked about this, and I hate repeating myself. I really hate repeating myself. I'm a Capricorn, so we, you know, it's a time thing when you're making me say the same thing. But we're gonna talk about it. Okay, what is blocking our throat chakra this week? Okay, that came out real fast. Are any words needed? Okay. How can we best heal our throat? Okay. We got the Hierophant and the 3 of Swords. Lord. Okay. What is blocking our third eye this week? Third eye. Third eye. Child. Okay. So we got the Hangman in reverse and Justice. It's funny because Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez just came to mind with those 2 cards. currently. It's just the first thing that came to mind. We best heal our third eye this week. We best heal our third eye this week. First card, Wheel of Fortune. Let's heal the flu. All the way over here. Okay. This is a workout, I'm telling you guys. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Wands. I'm sorry. 7 of Cups. I'm bugging. Okay, what is blocking our crown chakra this week? Oh, it's like I saw this. It was like the ego. Hey. We best heal our crown this week. We best heal our. Uranus is not playing with y'all. He ain't. He really ain't. We got the Tower and the 5 of Wands. Uranus is not playing with y'all. Those are the words. Bottom of the deck we have the Star, the 2 of Cups, and the Fool. Y'all heard me in the back somewhere? Y'all heard me. I'm assuming y'all heard me. You see the Fool right? Y'all know what this card means. Don't be coming up in here talking about you don't know what this means. And you know this is the card of Destiny and Aquarius. So you know love is coming. The right kind of love. But you want to be out here. We're about to talk about this. Okay, starting from the get-go. So, root chakra. Coño, why? Why y'all do this to me? Y'all just don't want to let this go. Y'all just don't want to let this go. And it's kind of getting into the point because this Queen of Swords is really the one out of all these that you really want to pay attention to, because in reverse, the Queen of Swords is not logical. She's not in her right state of mind. She does not want to accept the reality of the situation. Like, she is just out of her power. She's giving her mind, her peace, her clarity to something or somebody else, which she knows better, but she's letting, instead of her mind really and her intuition and the messages that she's received really block her from understanding that this ace is not going to turn around and it's not really going to be hers. So the block is here, and the reason why it's blocking your root chakra is because there's stuff coming. This year just started. There's stuff coming. It's literally coming. You know, like it's like, think about it this way. If you're hungry, you're at work, right? And you finally have your lunchtime, right? Are you gonna stay in the building and not go get food? Or are you... because the time for you to get lunch is coming, so you could go get your food that you know you've been wanting for the past 4 hours. So are you going to, when that time comes, not eat for that whole entire hour or so? Because, do you see how that doesn't make any sense? This is like, this is the issue here. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It's like, okay, but like, there's still 2 cups that are up. Like, I can make this work. No, you cannot make this work. But like, I love him so much. No, but listen, this is not an equal playing field. This is not a fair game. This is not, again, something that is meant for you. That's the key word there. Because if it was, it wouldn't be this damn difficult for you to keep. Because this type of love situation, this type of stability is for ages. Like, this is not for temporary bliss type stuff. This is not that. This is for long-term, purposeful, and it's seeds that will lead to like 10 to 15 to 20 to 30 to 40 years of abundance in this area of your life. And the fact that you are allowing yourself to not like get this because you want to be stuck on this truth that you so badly want to like think that it's you. Listen, listen. Okay, the best way to heal that this week, you have the Four of Wands in reverse and Judgment. And it's really about looking at the situation for what it is. Your expectations for this situation is not, it's just, you need to accept, you need to really accept the absolute truth for where this journey is not going to go. Because that's kind of the problem here. It's not going to go anywhere. You keep trying to force it, and it's just like, no, you cannot have this, especially with this like, there's a reason why you cannot. Judgment also speaks on the ancestors. So I mean, some of them are really, really like laughing at y'all with this. Like, they're just like, okay, you know that meme that they always put on IG or whatever, where it's always like the ancestors, when you ask them for the same thing like 20 million times, and they don't give it to you because they know that's not what you're supposed to have. So they're like, they'll get it eventually. We're not gonna do this. That's this. They're not in support of this because they know it's not in your highest and greatest good. They know it's not a compatible situation. They just know this situation is not going to last, and you can try to force it, but you're gonna be the one looking foolish at the end of this, because you just done wasted more time than you should have been. So for the sacral space, so with the Eight of Wands and the King of Pentacles and then the Ace of Swords, this connects back to the root chakra, and this says because of the what is happening in where you're grounded at, because it is where it is, and because you're not letting these realizations and these messages really come through in order to go back to your highest and greatest self, so you could go back to your glow up, you were blocked because you don't want to accept this truth right here. You just don't. So yeah, that's really it. You just don't want to accept it. So I mean, that's where the blockage is. The best way to heal that this week, we have the Three of Pentacles with the King of Swords, and the King of Swords really demands that you really come back into your mental power, your mental clarity, for you to really say and state like, hey, you know what, I know this is not meant for me. I know I have stuff to do. I need to detach, have some time to myself, do the Aquarius thing that you need to do in order to see the picture in a bigger way. Really, I would say connect yourself back to yourself, to your mind, to your to the messages that you get. This could be from ancestors as well. This is a very, very intellectual time. Aquarius's season brings the energy of that kind of detachment in order for you to actually see what happens. Especially if this was a third party situation, by the way, with this Three of Pentacles. But it's just like, it's just mentally cut that out. Like, when you catch yourself thinking about it, go do something else. Like, it's just, you're gonna have to retrain yourself. Like, you were fine without this person before they came in, you'll be fine right without them. And as we already ended Capricorn season, please remember that Capricorn brings karma, brings the energy of lessons, because as it is what Saturn brings to the table. He is very karmic, and he's very like restrictive in that way. And if there's a reason why you've been so restricted from this person, having this situation with this person be resolved in the way that you want it to, it's for a reason. So accept it. That's it. Accept it. It's just the energy of accept that shit. That's the best way I can put it right now, because I'm making me repeat myself. Okay, what is blocking the solar plexus? We got the Moon and the King of Wands. And the Moon with the King of Wands is very, it's not only like, okay, you're not in your power, but you're also not in your spiritual power with the Moon, because this, for some people, this Moon in Leo is not feeling too good. And that's crazy, because Leos are one of the best moons to be in. Even in eclipses, Leo moons are bomb. Like, I mean, I guess it depends on what sign you have, especially as your moon, but still, like, Leo moons are just the bomb as far as I'm concerned. They usually make you feel good about yourself, which is not what we're doing and not how we're using that energy apparently. But they make you feel like you're powerful, like you're in control, like you know a little bit about yourself, like you get that glow up. But we're not accessing that because for some reason we're not tapping into our power because we're so blocked in the situation that's very like obsessive at this point. Where it just needs to stop. It just needs to stop. Like I definitely can feel and I can see in my life how this energy has been affecting people, because it always manifests differently with people you know. And it's really interesting because you never know who's gonna, like, which friend's gonna DM you and be like, hey, you know, I'm going through this, can you tell me, like, what should I do with it? And I'm just like, you know, it sounds like you know what you need to do. And sometimes maybe you just need someone to help you sort it out. But a lot of the times that person needs to be you. That's what Aquarius, especially Sun in Aquarius, that's what Aquarius energy brings. It's like, I can figure this whole map out by myself. And that's what not only Uranus brings to Aquarius, but what Saturn brings to Aquarius is like, you are knowledgeable enough to know what's up. So best way to heal that this week, we have the Knight of Cups and the Magician, and this really tells you to come back into your power, that innocence, that love that you have, that those emotions that you want to share, and that love, that the right kind of love that you want, you can manifest this shit. First of all, second of all, you just need to really like connect back to your power. Like, it's really, that's what it's about. When you lose sight of yourself and you start getting frustrated because that one thing in your life is not working, instead, I feel like we're trained in life to kind of be used to shit not working for us for some reason. But it's like, you need to just accept the fact that, okay, wait, oh, maybe that's not working because I'm not supposed to have that anymore. Okay, what's next? What am I supposed to have? Ask what you're supposed to have and connect with what you intuitively know where you're headed. You already know where you're headed, yet for some reason you're trying to fight it, even though you want to get there as well, but like in your terms, but you know that's not how it works. And it's like, you see how that can get confusing? It's just like, you know, so go about your life. Like, what you want me to say at this point in time? Like, get it together. That's like the nicest my Saturn ass is gonna be with y'all. Okay, so for the heart chart, listen, we're gonna talk about this all day. Not a steady foundation, but you want the happily ever after and all the rainbows, which is great. But you know it's blocked, and I hope that some of you actually read the records and actually got to see why, what's going on with that. If not, I will be posting it. I will start doing readings today. Actually, I'm gonna post it on my website, so it'll be available later tonight, probably around 9 o'clock. I'll post it on my website, so it will be available. I'll be available for Akashic Records readings if you need some guidance this week, because obviously this week is going to be lingering throughout this energy and this vibes are going to be lingering throughout the week. So if you need some guidance as to find out why you're not meant to be with this person, then you may come. Best way to heal that this week, first we got the Death and the Empress. So again, this is that glow up vibe. Like, the universe wants you to glow, but you want to glow on your terms. And it's like, you can't understand that you can't glow up here. You're not supposed to. When you're glowing up, you're not fighting nobody, you're not getting attacked. Like, you don't need to get attacked. So this is like again, the words, it shouldn't be this hard. It just shouldn't, like, nothing about it should be hard. Yes, you can have your, listen, my Venus is in Aquarius, so I like a challenge personally. This is me when I like a challenge. I usually end up falling for like water, because I have Capricorn, so I still like to the nurturing aspect. So I prefer fire signs with water placements, or water signs with water placements, or is it like my best matches. And this is kind of why, because I prefer like that little bit of a challenge where I'm just like intrigued. But this is not how love looks like for everyone, so it's like it shouldn't always have to be like this. And I never always wanted to be like this either. It's just mostly like I just gotta love it, and love it. You gotta make it interesting, because I will get bored. My moon's in Gemini. I will get bored. So this is really about just accepting the fact that it could be so easy. And it's funny because I know a lot of people, like, they love to do that thing where they watch people's posts or whatever, or they see people that are like married for, like, they've been married since high school or whatever the hell, and it's one of those, oh, they've been together for such a long time and all this stuff, and it's just like you see them and you're like, why can't I have a little bit? Like, I've seen people do that all the time, and they kind of find that person that they have a connection with, and then they want to make that work so bad, but then it's like, but that ain't it though. So yeah. So Saturn over here is asking you to get just let it go, move on. This was a lesson. This person was a lesson. Accept it. And then the Ace of Wands, it's a promise of what is coming, because like I said, the year just started. There is stuff coming. I mean, I know we're headed towards the end of the astrological year, but the year just started socially, I guess you can say. So we have a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff that's coming. Like, this year is gonna be crazy amazing. And that's where that's like that Jupiter and Sag, by the way. That's that wand. That's exactly that wand. That luck opportunity that's gonna help you on the long-term journey. Like, stuff happening, luck, like, that's the promise is there. Like, the universe is not telling you that you cannot have this. It's just that you can't have it with this person. And death is just like, hey, you know, you should have let this go when Venus, Mercury, Sun was a Scorpio. Like, you had all of the time, but for some reason I still have to come here and remind you that you need to let this go. For what? Okay. For your throat chakra, you know what you need to say. You know what you need to let go. You know, this is a self-torment that I've just, like, if there ever was one, it would be this. This is a self-inflicted torment. You are letting yourself mentally exhaust yourself with this person, the situation. It's a hot mess. Like, let it go. The blockage is literally like, this is what you're doing. Does this look like love to you? Or does that look like love to you? Does it look like love to you? Comment down below and tell me if it looks like love to you, because and then the best way to heal that this week, we have the Hierophant and we have the Three of Swords. So this can mean a couple of things. One, this is the card of Taurus. This is also accepting those swords that you have been mentally stabbing yourself with, because this is you at this point. It's not the other person, because you're just letting them into your space. The Hierophant is about conformity, what we're conforming to, what we're allowing, what we are really giving our time attention to. Like, this is literally like saying, I'm gonna go to church every Sunday. You are literally giving this person this space to do these things to you, in which then at some point is a choice. That's what it is. At some point it becomes a choice, and then you're just like, so what are we talking about here? So this is asking you, the best way to heal that this week is to accept your choices, but then pull these swords out of your heart and your mind, because this is your mind. This is you doing it consciously to yourself. And then just trying to make it valid. It's not valid, it's not cute, it's not right, and you need to let it go. Now, for the third eye, we have the Hangman and Justice in the Hangman in reverse and Justice upright. And what this is saying, this combination, it's really accepting first of all, this always speaks on balance, but the Hangman in reverse, it asks you to either come in order to get this illumination right here, or it asks you to accept what you've already been illuminated on, especially in reverse, what you've been illuminated on, so you're not stuck anymore. Because the Hangman in reverse, he's not stuck. He's not. So it's really about accepting what you know. And then Justice, which is Libra energy, is saying, hey, I need you to accept this. I need you to bring balance to yourself, your body. This is Venus energy. So self-care, self-love. Hello, Leo, lunar eclipse. Accept these things. Process them. Balance yourself out. Bring balance back into your body, your spirit, your emotion. Everything. You need to bring back the balance. If you're practicing this week, if you're doing some spell work, it needs to be surrounded by balance. You need to ask for balance, ask for peace, ask for someone to come in that will give you balance as well. Don't just ask for just anything. Just make sure, because look, it's even in the cards, don't just ask for anything. Like, make sure that it brings you balance. Make sure that if you have a list of things that maybe you like or want to have in a person, I don't really have a list. I told ya, I mainly fall for like water and fire with fire placements or fire with water placements. But I kind of have a short one. One, they have to be funny. Two, they have to like love animals. 3, they need to know like or love traveling, because that's what I'm going to be doing at least 25% of the year. 4, wait, did I say cooking? And then, cooking and foodie, both not interchangeable, but very important. And yeah, I think the other ones are probably, you know, just not like a serial killer or something like that. Like, you know, but generally someone who would vibe with me that's on my vibration. That's usually what I ask for. And this is what this is saying. It's like, hey, the wheel is moving. Like, we're headed into February now. Like, the wheel is turning. You're gonna start shift. You have the opportunity here to manifest what you want, especially once we start heading into Pisces season and everything turns into super dreamy life. It is the perfect time to dream up the life that you want. But right now in Aquarius season, it's really like, hey, I need you to pull back and really process this so you can get it together with what you want, so then you can actually manifest what you want. Or the universe might actually just push that shit in anyway, because the wheel has to continue to turn. It's either you live your life, have a midlife crisis later about your life, or you live your life and you have a blast. I mean, it's the best way I can put it, honestly. So for the blockage for the crown chakra, we have 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. And I'm laughing because, one, this is earth energy. So again, seeds that we planted that we're being very stubborn about, because y'all have me preaching about this for 2 weeks now. And then we have the 9 of Cups. And this really, it's about the ego, which I told you guys at the beginning of the video that Leo rules. So during this moon and this time, in order to connect to your higher self, especially because Aquarius, like in Aquarius season, Aquarius energy, Uranus energy rules it rules higher consciousness. So your higher self, that connection to, that flow to, it has to come from a less egotistical place. In order for you to connect, you need to stop being so stubborn about the situation. You have to welcome in the healing. You have to welcome in the truth of it, because if you think that the situation you're trying to hold on so bad because you're going to end up being this at some point in it, you're just completely blind. And the 4 of Pentacles can sometimes be very blinded because all he's doing is holding on to what he knows. So you need to remain open, and your crown space really demands of you to stay open in order to be connected. If the crown chakra is closed, you cannot connect. So there really needs to be a balance again between the body, between the lower chakras and the upper chakras, and you do that through your heart space. And that heart space needs to be healed in accepting this situation for what it is at this point. It's just accepting it. And then the best way to heal that this week, we have, hello Uranus, the Tower and the Five of Wands. And this is really this is a warning. This is definitely a warning, and I feel it very strongly, especially now that Uranus is having this is playtime right now, because don't think Aquariuses will have their times where they'll like pop off, and this is kind of what this is. This energy now, Uranian energy is highlighted, and so that brings up more friction. The way you might end up getting pushed out of this energy this week might not be in the way that you like. Some of you might get into actual fights. Some of you might like stuff will somehow, divine timing will make it so something will happen that will trigger the end of the situation. It's not looking cute. So it's either you take it upon yourself to end this, or it will be ended for you. That sounds like a threat, no? It's a warning. I feel it. It's a warning, especially with the bottom of the deck. It's a warning. It's like, nah, we have stuff waiting for you, and if you don't move, we gonna fight. That's really what it is. So I'm gonna be pulling a card from the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck by Marcella Crow, and I love this deck. She sent it to me. I'm really excited. I've been using it like nonstop. I took it to Atlanta with me too, so I was shuffling a lot. And yes, there's a vlog coming. It was a lot of fun. So you guys will see that really, really soon. I'm gonna edit it tonight, sometime tonight. At this point, I'm gonna edit it. And yep. So we're gonna pull for this week. General message. We need to know this week for our chakras. We need to see our chakras. We need to set. Ooh. I hate y'all sometimes. Okay. So the first two cards that came out was Earth and Shadow. Okay, so I'm gonna read you guys what it says in the booklet, but before I do, I already know, I mean, technically I don't really have to read you what it says in the booklet, but Earth talks about the physical realm. This is your physical body, this is your life, the things you can touch, feel, all the stuff. This is the physical realm, and when Earth comes up in the card, is really asking you, this is root chakra, so it's really asking you to you need to address that root chakra, which is messing up all of your other chakras right now. So this is what that's talking about in combination with Shadow, because Shadow talks about the darker aspects, stuff that's lingering, negative energy, negative people around our space, literally the truth that's creeping up on you. This card really deals with the monster in the closet. Like you really have to address it. You really have to open the closet door and see what's there, see what you mentally created. Why have you mentally created this monster in your life, in your space? Why it's there? Why are you letting it be there? How are you going to address it in the physical realm? By addressing that which is not necessarily physical, but can well affect you in the physical realm. And the bottom of that deck is transformation and death. Yeah, still on the Scorpio vibes. Like, I can't with y'all. Okay, so that was this week's reading. I will see you guys next week. There's 2 videos, or 3, there's a couple coming this week. I vlogged a lot and I shot some videos in Atlanta, so you guys will see those tonight. And I will see you guys in the next one.